God, I am tired, but I am so glad I saw this movie. In Spider-Man Far From Home, we follow Peter Parker on a class trip, and he's just trying to enjoy himself. Actually, for once, not try to be Spider-Man. And all of a sudden, Fury has hijacked his little his little class trip and telling Peter like, "Hey, you need to step it up. We have these creatures just randomly showing up because of the stupid snap, and we also got this guy named Mysterio that's going to help us out." And Peter is again caught up in the mix. Can he enjoy his little vacation? Well, you're going to have to watch it to find out. Again, this is my non-spoiler review, so I am not trying to get into much detail. But let me tell you guys something. I like this way better than Homecoming. Like, this actually felt like a very big Spider-Man film. Like, my complaint about Homecoming was it just felt like a smaller film. Don't get me wrong. It's cool that was a smaller film, but Spider-Man is, for me at least, it needs a bigger story. It needs a bigger scope. Okay, let's just get the actors out of the way. Tom Holland as Peter Parker is just amazing. He is great in the role. As of right now, I can't imagine anyone else playing Peter Parker. He is just fantastic. Zendaya is also great as MJ. She actually gets a little bit more character development in this, which is a welcome, because in Homecoming she just seemed more like a dick, like just a person that's just a little bit of a smart ass. But in this one, I really did like her in this film. They kind of toned her down with her little jokes towards Peter and his friend Ned. Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio is just great. Especially, I enjoyed the moments between him and Peter Parker were really nice. Especially because Peter's dealing with so much stress going on, especially what happened after Endgame. It's just great. They had a little bond, and I just don't know if the diehard fans of Mysterio are gonna like his depiction in this film. I don't know if they're gonna like it. I thought it was a nice change of pace. It worked within the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe and all, and overall I did enjoy his performance. The action here is really good, especially like towards the end of the film. It's just fantastic. The things they do in that film is just so creative. I just had a really good time. I thought almost at the edge of my seat. It was just crazy. Also, another thing I love about this film is it does you do see it's pretty much the aftermath of what happened at Endgame. You see how Peter is affected by this, especially with Tony being gone and all, and it really does hit him hard. And you do feel bad for him, especially because he just wants to be a kid. He feels so much pressure to be the next Tony Stark, especially with Nick Fury breathing down his neck. And again, he's just trying to enjoy his summer. And I do think Tom Holland does really convey with his emotions also, just by looking at his eyes, like how hurt he is, how Peter is hurt by losing Tony, and almost like feel like he's may fail him. Well, another thing I loved was the dynamic, the little dynamic between Peter and Happy, just because they do make subtle hints that Happy may be having a thing with Aunt May, and it's just like a little bit of an ongoing joke. Like, are they together? Are they not? I just thought it was kind of adorable and cute. And honestly, who can blame him? She's hot. And folks, let me tell you something. Stick to the end of the credits. There's two credit scenes. One in the middle of the credits and one after. You're gonna want to see them. You're probably seen other reviews talking about it. Yeah, it's people seem to make it a big deal than it actually is. But to be honest, it was really cool what they showed in the end credit scenes, and it kind of explains a little bit and adds to like the whole. I really don't know what they're gonna do with the cinematic universe, with Marvel, and this pretty much just kicks open the door. I am really excited for another Spider-Man movie. I can't wait. Please, Marvel, bring it out sooner. Again, here I am raving about this film, but are there any negatives? Yes, it's mostly having to do with some of the jokes, and some of them are like hit and miss. Again, this is more leaning towards, it seems like a little bit of romantic comedy, and they do the usual jokes with romantic comedies that I've seen a bunch of times. Don't get me wrong, they're really entertaining. They still are, but again, it just seems a little bit more remiss. I do think that Jake Gyllenhaal didn't really, and when you first see him, he's not really like doing anything. He seems kind of mono in the beginning when you meet him. He's just like, here I am. I came from that world. Here I am. Kind of like that, if you will. But luckily he does pick up later in the film. I did mention that I did like that MJ had a little bit more character development in this film. Again, I like it a lot more than I did in Homecoming. But I wish there was just a little bit more. But other than that, shoot, Zendaya was great as MJ. Coming out of watching Far From Home, is this my favorite Spider-Man movie? No, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi. That's been my most favorite Spider-Man film, out of all of them. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Far From Home is nearly there. It knocked down, personally at least for me, it knocked down Spider-Verse for me. But Far From Home is literally right there. I really enjoyed this film, and that is why I'm giving Spider-Man Far From Home a 4 out of 5. You guys shouldn't miss this. You're gonna have a great time. And again, there's two end credit scenes. Check them out. Wait, before you guys go, let me know in the comments below. Did you already see Spider-Man Far From Home? What'd you think about it? Of course, don't talk about spoilers, okay? Wait till later this week. Anyways, if you guys like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon so you know when I'm dropping the next video. And as well, you want to see some behind the scenes stuff? Maybe some bloopers, exclusive bloopers you're not going to catch here? Follow me on Instagram, links down below. Alright guys, catch you guys next time in the next review. See ya!